The situation is extremely messed up. Ceasefire today, rockets tomorrow, warplanes in the sky and the way they bomb our neighbors. It's just not normal. And at the same time, Israelis are tearing themselves apart from within. Secular against religious, Jews against Arabs, left against right. And the more Israelis are messed up at home, the more the world hates Israelis. Welcome, my friends, to a Tracks East deep dive into Israel. My name is David Isaacaroff. I grew up in Jerusalem and lived in Israel my entire life. I've noticed how Israel has become an isolated and toxic brand. Tourists don't come here anymore. International DJs or artists don't perform or bring their art over here. It sucks, but it also makes sense. I work as a journalist at the liberal daily newspaper Haaretz. We report on the full horrors that are happening under the shadow of the war. From settler violence in the West Bank with no arrests or no consequences. From police who just don't show up at Israeli Arab cities with soaring homicide rates. From the deliberate silencing of anyone who's pushing back. From liberals to NGOs to journalists like me. At the same time, Israelis have been living with bombs raining down on them from Iran and Hezbollah for many months now. It's just the norm. It's like that so many people around you that you know who get drafted into endless military deployments with no clear goal in sight.
In Israel, there's no really before the war. Every few years we have a war.
כן, אתמול התעוררתי כועס, רק עוד לא הבנתי על מי.
My name is Shachar, I'm 28. I'm a street photographer based in Tel Aviv, here in Jaffa. I try to just capture life as is.
אני זה הילד שעוד לא גדל.
Trying to photograph people, portray them as they are.
או בוהה בחלל. מסדר חלומות בתוך מחברת נייר. מאוהב.
I came here after my kibbutz in Nahal Oz were destroyed in October 7th. Fortunately, I wasn't there when it happened. I actually had a flat tire. I was stuck in Tel Aviv, couldn't go back there. And a lot of my friends got killed. So on October 7th, I was drafted to the war. And as an instinct, I took my camera with me and I started documenting everything. So overall was like just over 200 days. I was in Gaza, I was in the West Bank, I was in the north, Lebanon border, and yeah, it was rough. I had pretty bad 2 years now, almost 3. No. So after October 7th and I got back from the war, My sister died, my little sister. She had cancer, and then almost a year after it, my friend David also. So it's like bad times, you know? We're going now to the memorial service of my friend David. He's a very talented guy, an artist. He was a painter. I took a photo of him smoking. It looked like the cigarette smoke is the spirals in the sky. And it's one of my best pictures. I think the war affected everybody. Definitely everyone has their stuff from it and their wounds, if it's a physical or mental. We are all on the scale of PTSD, you know? Okay. We are here. Now I have to run there because they just started like 5 minutes ago.
Shachal's friend David was not killed in action. He took his own life. Since October 7th, suicide among Israeli soldiers has been on a dramatic rise.
So here we can see a place, the building that got hit by a bomb in the war with Iran. This is not new to me. This is not like, you know, it's moving me, but it's still, somehow we got normalized, you know? Somehow we have to keep living.
באופן רשמי לספר החוקים של מדינת ישראל, ברוך השם. אנחנו גאים להפוך היום את מדינת ישראל.
איתמר בן גביר.
מוסרית יותר, צודקת בעיקר.
Fuck you. I got a call, like a, how do you call it?
A junk call.
Yeah, a junk call from Itamar Ben-Gvir, explaining how the death penalty to Muslim terrorists are just in. And he says, like, Baruch Hashem, and...
Praise God.
Yeah, fuck him. So a lot of people treat us in the world as we all support what the government is doing, and this is not the reality here. Before October 7th, there was a lot of protests against Netanyahu. Like, Netanyahu is still in power because a lot of people, although they against what he's doing, they say, like, who else? Like, who else will lead Israel? And I feel that, like, this is not the right way to think. After October 7th, Israel and the Israeli society were, like, the most united that I've seen, and now we are divided, like, I think, the most that I've seen in my life.
מי יודע אם אראה את פנייך שוב הכחשה הולכת, הכחשה תשוב.
This is Jaffa. The language that people speak on the streets here, it's not Hebrew, it's Arabic. Of course, we have clashes and we had some pretty bad events here. But I want to believe, oh, here's the siren. Siren. I want to believe that people are good, you know, and it happens quite often here. I'd say like 3 to 5 times a day. But I'd say sometimes it's a bit more stressful. You know, you get up in the middle of the night, there's a lot of rockets. I wish there was peace. That is my only wish. I wish I could have children here knowing they're not going to die in a war.
Israel has long prided itself in being the only democracy in the Middle East, but there's a deepening occupation of the West Bank. There are far-right figures in charge, like Itamar Ben-Gvir, the man who popped open a champagne bottle when he finally pushed through the death penalty bill, a law that will be applied only to Palestinians, of course. Now imagine that you're not Jewish, that you're one of the 20% of the Arab or Palestinian citizens in Israel.
I want to have high hopes, but I want to be realistic also. As long as we have people that think it is fine to bomb other people just to feel secure, the wars will continue, you know? What is my opinion on Netanyahu? Netanyahu is a war criminal and a fascist. My name is Amal. I'm a journalist and I'm a Palestinian with an Israeli ID. I'm a content creator also. Like, there's more than 250,000 people following me on my own social media.
أحب أسألكم مرة من المرات كيف الحياة تحت الاحتلال فرجوا هذا الفيديو.
In 1948, more than 900,000 Palestinians lived in here. But after the Nakba, after the tragedy of the Palestinian people, only 150,000 left. My great-grandpa was one of them. That's why I'm a Palestinian with an Israeli ID. The war with Iran made everyone here live on a survival mode. And this is exactly what this government wants, you know. They're just pushing us to more and more wars so we can forget about what's happening in Gaza and what's happening in Lebanon and what's happening in here. So you won't think about, okay, is it nice living here? Are we happy? Is the education good? Do we get enough medical services? So I'm going today to Silwan in Jerusalem. All of the people living there, they're Palestinians, but they don't have an Israeli ID. They only residents in Israel. And right now the government is trying to take them out of their houses. You know, they're people that stayed in the land after 1948. And the government claims that those houses are houses of Jewish people. So it's taking out all the Palestinians, bringing new Jewish settlers in it. And I have no other word to describe it but ethnic cleansing of the area from Palestinians. Those families has nowhere to go, no money to buy new houses. The media in Israel, the mainstream media, is also a partner in crime. You know, when the war on Gaza started, they didn't show anything about what's going on in Gaza, also with the Iranian war. So I made a decision of not working with any of these, and I've started working with Sabra. Sabra is a Hebrew-speaking Palestinian magazine. If I speak Hebrew, then I can, reclaim my own narrative, because the Palestinian in the Israeli media is either someone who's criminal or someone who's supporting terror. שלום, מה נשמע? איך אתה? הכל טוב?
בסדר גמור.
איך הולך?
לכיוון ההפוך.
I'm going to Silwan actually now.
Yeah?
I'm meeting
Amazing.
someone. Next week, there's 87 families that are gonna be expelled from their houses, which is crazy. 87 families, Have you ever faced this amount of Jewish supremacy before? Or is it getting worse,
Look, it's generally speaking, we're in the worst moment in the time, and also in violent-wise. But I think we also never saw so many people joining us to fight.
We hear Jews and Palestinians protesting Israeli settler terror that is happening across the occupied West Bank with full support from our government.
You can immediately see how the face of the city changes. You just know that you got into a Palestinian area. السلام عليكم، كيف حالك؟ شو الأخبار؟ يعطيك ألف عافية، كيف حالك؟ أنا أمل، حكينا بالتلفون.
أنا مواليد 71، أنا انولدت في هذا البيت وفي هذا الحي. إحنا هون موجودين من ال66. بال 2015 تسلمنا أوامر الذات تدعى لي إنه أنت باني على أرض بشيلة. الشهر هاي إذا بنشوف تاريخ نهائي حتى 17/5. إذا بتطلع طوعي، ما طلعتش طوعي من 17 حتى 25 بطلعوك بالقوة وبالاعتداء وبالشرطة، وغير تغريم مئات الألوف الشواكل لما هم بدهم يطلعوك من البيت. معنا أوراق ثبوتية من الستينات والخمسينات والسبعينات اللي إنه إحنا شرينا هنا في هذا المكان وبنينا في هذا الحي وعايشين ونولد للفلسطيني. يعني الفلسطيني فيش له حقوق شرعية، فيش له حقوق برغم من إنه معاه الثبوتية، ولكن اليهودي بادعاءات واهية بقولوا لي إنه وقف قبل 120 أو قبل 130 سنة على أيام العثمانيين، هذا إلهم بيقدروا هم يثبتوه من خلال المحاكم الإسرائيلية المتطرفة اللي هي بتدعم المستوطنين. السابق كنت انت حتى عشان يدخل على بيتك لازم يعطيكي امر بدخول لبيته. اليوم بدخل بكسر البيت، بكسر الدنيا. فبتصور الحروبات هاي اعطت الحافز للشرطة والحكومة لأنه يتصرفوا بهمجية وطريقة عنصرية. هذا بيصير. العنصرية اليوم الموجودة ضد المواطن الفلسطيني لم توجد بالسابق.
بارك الله فيك، شكرا لك، وإن شاء الله مازلنا على تواصل. تسلم.
إن شاء الله. سلام.
مع السلامة. Those people are being expelled from their own houses. I mean, it's very sad, It's so sad. People abroad always expect Palestinians and Jews to be enemies,
what makes the tense between people is the policies of the governments and not the connection between people themselves. I mean, we're all Middle Eastern, you know? We have more in common than things that could divide us.
I wish that everyone could fulfill their own dreams, you know, on this holy land.
One can find posters of Palestinian children killed in Gaza. When Israelis would hang them up, bypassers would shout, cry, and curse. How dare you be empathetic towards Palestinians, they'd say, even though they're just children.
שאתה מוריד פה שלטים, אתה משטרה, מי אתה שאתה מוריד פה שלטים? אתה העירייה, אתה משטרה, מי אתה שאתה מוריד פה שלטים?
When they were torn down and destroyed, Arabs and Jews gathered together to put them back up. I can't explain to you more clearly how divided we are as a society. During the war, it has become a tradition for families and friends to make memorial stickers for their loved ones. These pictures of young Israeli soldiers are around every corner. For me, it's a reminder of how surrounded by death we all are.
כן, שיגורים. כן, תסתכל למעלה. מה? תסתכל, תראה, זה יירוטים. תעצור, תעצור.
Just now you can see the intercepting missile coming out of the Iron Dome. Here, boom.
So this is normal.
So this is normal. It's like another day in the north of Israel. This is the Hermon mountain, and behind it is Syria. And behind those mountains, there it's Lebanon. So my name is Nitzan Yulzare. I am an artist and owner of a cafe gallery. And I'm living and operating the gallery here in Kibbutz Lehavot HaBashan. Welcome here. So me and my partner decided to live here in the north, which is the closest we can get to nature. Just since I got here, the war started. So it's like basically after it started, even my parents didn't want to come and visit me. Or like I'm pushing my son in the swing, but suddenly a big bang starts and he just looked at me when he was a baby and just like boom. And it's fucked up.
אני קם בבוקר, מסתובב בגנים, בתוך הקיבוץ, מגדר מערכת.
גם חקלאי.
וגם, כן, משלב את העבודה שלי כחקלאי.
Here in the kibbutz is very left-wing, and the people that live here are also actively demonstrating against the government. They share my political opinions, which is that we should stop the war, stop the occupation, live in peace, acknowledge Palestinian people. So I think the Israeli society is more divided than ever. The war made a lot of people go like on two ways. One is thinking that the best defense is the offense and we should go to war and fight until it's over. And a lot of people just thought about why are we doing this? I think Netanyahu lost most of this area because this area is a war zone, and people are pretty tired of his lies. Because even now, when there's like agreements all around, in Gaza, with Iran and everywhere, here the campaign against Hezbollah is still on. It was supposed to be over. It started again like from the beginning. We decided to immigrate to Portugal because we wanted to get out of this war story. Here is not going to a good place. And not just because of the war, because of what the war revealed about our own people, about what do you need to do to survive in this area of the world, like in the Middle East. And like the idea of my son going to the army and having to fight for and survive is horrible. בשבילך, אהרון. We're closing for today. Second shift starts. We're gonna do a wall painting. My military service impacted a lot on me and also impacted my art. I understood the burden that I carry as an Israeli, the burden of the occupation of Palestinians in the West Bank and the impact of defending my people, my family, and what was expected from me to do. The name is Peace Within Our People is Peace Within Ourselves. The Israeli trauma of growing up in the Intifada or serving the army or having my father serving and has his own traumas from his war and my grandfather. This is a thing that I want to break. That's a very big motivation for me to take off the burden from, maybe not from my shoulders, but from my son's shoulders. Right?
The seemingly endless war is closely tied to Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's seemingly endless prime minister, the longest serving in the country's history. Why? because he knows how to play the politics of fear, while his opposition just tries to copy him and showing no alternative. Will elections in the end of the year bring real change? I've already learned one thing in this country, is not to be a prophet.